happy to have you here. Before we start, I'd like to introduce the adjudicators we have for you today. On our left, we have Mr. Edric Rhodes from John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. In the center, we have Dr. Tim Yonts from Florida Gulf Coast University. And on our right, we have Mr. Andrew Gakowski from St. Martin Chamber Orchestra and Orchestra X Project. I am very happy to welcome to the stage Ruben S. Ayala High School with their jazz ensemble under the direction of Kyle Martinez.
feeling? Good. You should. A lot of great things happen with this ensemble. A lot of energy, great programming. I mean, just you had the total package today. It was really appreciated. I'm going to just say a couple things. I'm going to bounce all over the place because we have a very short moment of time. But let's go to our first piece. And like, how fitting to play Ron Carter. You know, we lost a legend. Good friends with him. He would work with my jazz band down in South Florida. Son is a prodigy, just doing some great things. I think just won a Grammy. So you just hit it home when I saw that chart you did. So thank you so recognizing the great one of the jazz educators of all time, especially in our era. So just duly noted. And we want to make sure you know your history, like who you're playing and why you're playing it and what it means to you. Because if Ron was here, the first thing he's going to tell you, you got to put some stank on it. If you know anything about Ron Carter and his pedagogy. All right, so let's take it from the very beginning. One thing I talked about is I would like more emphasis on rooftops. I think your accents are very well. You put a lot of good energy on accents as far as weighted, but sometimes from back here, you know, if I was writing a composition, I couldn't really differentiate sometimes the difference between the accented note and the rooftop note. All right, sometimes you have to just adjust to your environment. So we might have to overcompensate, over-exaggerate it. It might feel funky up here, but it's going to resonate out there. Just like when you go to like a theater, you know, if you have a seat far in the back, their makeup look great. If you come up on them, it's like the lipsticks might be even bigger over their lips because they just have to over-exaggerate that. I try to make that relation. So let's take it from the very beginning, the hard shuffle, but over-exaggerate those rooftops and put a little bit more space between that in the very beginning. Let's go. Measure 9, we go ba-da-ba-da-ba-do, bop. That forte piano, you need to hit that. And then what you need to do is hit it down, and when you hit the 11, it has to, I'm going to visually show what I want. Ba-da-boom, ba. You got to kick it. So it's a little too, to me, it was a little too nice. All right? Ron would say, you got to get down in that. Kick it. Let's try it one more time. And when you hit that forte piano down, and think about back kick. Yeah, and then that's when it comes down and you just start writing out, right? So we want to just, those little elements we want to just make sure we touch upon. Solos, phenomenal. Let's go to the solo section. And now we need to get to the next level of conversations through our solos. So I would love to explore the first soloist, I think it was maybe an alto sax. Great job, great ideas. I tell people all the time, it's not about quantity. It's about placement of notes when you're doing jazz solos. You know, you hear a lot of young players, they're playing, when they run out of ideas. Then it gets like kind of boring. So I think both of you, the solos, guitar, piano, all of those ideas was just great placement. Obviously you're listening to someone is telling you those great things, so you have the nice tools. Now the next level to me for conversations is between the soloist and the drum set player and the pianist. And just comping some of those chords and letting some of those piano chords pop out just to kind of give us some structure of what we're doing. So let's take the solo, and I think I said it in the third piece. Love when you do an idea when you like repeated a pattern. So drum set player, if they repeated a pattern, you need to go like I'm hearing you. You know what I'm saying? So start playing around with ideas. You might lose time for a second, but if it's just you two vibing, it don't matter because they're okay. So try to figure out some ideas to go with the soloist. And find a crown and start going on the crown of the ride a little bit. Because it kind of get monotonous when you're just hanging out right here or on a hi-hat. Same for both drum set players, if you can. Let's go ahead, take the solo. 47, first time, 1, 2, 3, 4. over your hits. You just go, bah, 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 bah. You know, some of them a little bit longer than others. Because right now it's just like boom, 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 boom. So it kind of gets long. All right. Good idea. Hang up here a little bit. Let's take the next solo. So we can get everyone get a little burn. Okay? Here we go. Go ahead and count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now also too, now it's not about here, but the rhythm section is always a juice, right? So also, I would always have my drum set player have like a quarter that didn't go. So we don't have that right now, and I was looking at my book bag to give you a quarter. Try to figure out ways where you can take your drum on top of your head, stick and just zing across it. So just kind of give some different ideas. Yeah, different ideas. Can we do that one more time? Love your eyes to your solo. I know we're gonna run out of time. Let's hit it. Go. Colors. And you hear that root, when we went to the crown, he just kind of zing a little bit. Just easy stuff. You know, just give different flavor. One more thing I want to do, can we go to the Count Me In? '57.
Shop section. Oh, 57. Okay. Do you want the loud part?
I just want more of this right here and these accented notes right here. So if we want to start it right here for them, that's fine.
Let's do that. All right. Let's do, 53, guys. There you go.
And in this section right here, I was just like more emphasis on accented notes. Again, just adjusting to your environment.
There you go. 3, 4.
I know what I want. I said outro sax. Be so intentional on the back side of the beat. Almost like you're pulling it back. You're like right in there, it's not out of time, but almost sound like intentional. All right? Where it's almost like it's a fight, but you're like, no. We're just pulling it back because the leads are like in the stratosphere, so they're gonna push. You're gonna be like, bring it back home. Try it again.
1, 3, 4.
Yeah. You know, and that helps. Especially, the leads are not going to say high five, and that's a great idea, but you're the ones that's kind of bringing that back. So these are just some elements. I'm not talking about, anything you did wrong, but just some ideas. Yeah. One of many. And you guys just kind of rocked it. Soloists, again, really, really good work. In the very beginning, I think that last piece, you did that jump. Start a little bit softer and just drive it through. But I love the timing between both of you. I could have been blindfolded and just 1 and 2, you guys are just rocking it. So great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.